A problem that Heroes and Generals faces is that it's not really able to compete with more mainstream games like it that are out there. This game doesn't have the addictiveness that Call of Duty has, or the humongous sense of scale that PlanetSide 2 does. So because of this, you don't really have too much of a reason to come back. You just are constantly reminded of the better games that are out there. Well, what do you do in this game? Well, first you'll choose a location, then spawn there, and you'll look for enemies to kill. It's very simple, and that's really what gets you into the game at first. But there really isn't that much that makes this game stand out over others. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the good in the game. For one, the gunfights in the game are very intense. They're very intense. They feel a lot like how gunfights in DayZ do. So because of this, the getting kills is just very satisfying. Whenever you see that notification on the bottom of the screen saying you've killed someone, you'll just love that feeling. Another thing is that as soon as you get this game, you'll know what to do. It's not going to be like DayZ or PlanetSide 2 where it'll take you at least 10 hours to just know what you're doing. Yeah, and that is pretty much all the good in the game. That's because it's really a very simple game, so there's not really too much to it other than just trying to shoot the enemy. Now for the bad news. The thing is about these very large maps is that they can lack a lot of action that the smaller maps have. And when there is action on these large maps, there tend to just be a bunch of suicide bomber players who just run at you, try to get a kill, and they eventually just get shot by your teammate. That's because they're just trying to either grind or just get some quick satisfaction. It's really annoying, and I see that a lot on PlanetSide 2. So what do I think on this game? Well, it's very fun at first, and it's easy to get into, but after a couple games, you're probably not going to be coming back to this. You're going to be playing something that does what this game does, but better. The combat in this game is very fun, but that doesn't save it from just being so terribly average. So it makes sense to give this game a score of a 7 out of 10. Now before I end this video, there are going to be people out there that are going to be very angry at me for saying this game is very simple when it has this mode called General Mode, where you get to tactically plan out how you want the war to go on this game. This video is just going to be my first impressions. I've only ranked up about twice, so I don't have any airplanes or any tanks or any vehicles. I have nothing, just shooting enemies. So based off what I've played so far, this is my review of the game.